Hello, world. It's Nancy, your health and lifestyle coach, founder of Peaks and Poses, Trail Yoga, and Outdoor Adventure, and facilitator of the Power Up Coaching Program, where we power up our life from the wisdom that we have already inside us. So today we are going to work a little bit on balance. So this may be a practice that you may want to complement or supplement with another practice that you have done with me or somebody else, maybe your own. And balance is so important. Physically, it really helps develop bone strength, which is really important for women as we get older. And it gives us a sense of trust within ourselves when we have to shift our weight from one side to another. And when you think about a yoga practice, you really want to think about what you've learned on your mat and how you can integrate that into your life. So balance isn't just about physically being on your feet or on your knees, but it's also about bringing balance into your life. So balancing work and play, balancing time spent with friends and with yourself, and how you really just sort of balance out your day, your week. So let's get started, and we're going to do a little bit of a sequence. So we're going to start at the back edge of your mat, and we're just going to come into mountain pose, Tadasana. Tadasana is really the fundamental, the foundation pose for standing poses, right? So we have to really get ourselves rooted down here on the earth before we can actually begin to, lift a leg. So what does it feel like to have both feet firmly planted on the earth? Can you find the four corners of your feet? And as you close your eyes, can you connect to each one of those corners? So visually bring your mind's eye to each one of those places and really feel that connection. Bring your mind's eye to your toes. Maybe you give them a lift and a stretch, because that always feels so good to create space in between our feet. And then gently bring them down to the earth. You feel a little bend in your knees. And then just take a few deep breaths to center yourself here. Balance poses can be challenging, so it may be already that in our mind, in our ego, we're already setting ourselves up for, oh, these are challenging, these are hard, I don't know if I could do this. So I'd like for you to bring your attention to your breath and take some of that anticipation or those negative thoughts, that negative thinking, and let them drift away. And just smooth out your breath. And bring your attention and your heart here on your mat. And I like to start every practice as you inhale, bring your arms up overhead, nice sun breath. And then exhale, bring your palms into your heart center. So let's begin by rooting down on our right foot and draw your left knee into your chest. You can interlace your fingers below your knee and just feel strong in that right leg, drawing that knee in a little bit closer to your chest. And if you can, maybe bring in some movement into your ankle. And you can take it the other way. And here's a nice modification, right? I've got a wall right here. So if you're feeling a little wobbly, use the wall for support, right? We have to know when we need to surrender and lean on other things, other people. And then let's take our hands, interlace them underneath our thigh, and just give that like a nice kick. And then bring it down. And then we're going to touch the earth with your left foot. On an inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up overhead, and as you exhale, Take your right arm underneath the left, wrap it around, coming into eagle arms. We're on the ball of the back foot. Can you bring your palms together? If not, settle them on your shoulders. Shift your weight on your left foot and take your right leg and cross it over your left thigh. Maybe you can bring that foot behind your calf, maybe not. Draw the elbows up to shoulder height, right? Either way. Squeeze your inner thighs, drop your hips, and take a few deep breaths here. Right? When we fall out of it, we fall out, and then we just come back in. There is no judgment here. It's not right or wrong. It just is for today, just kind of getting a sense of your balance. All right, now we're going to start to unwind that right leg as you hinge at your hips. Keep your arms down. Send your right foot to the back of your mat. Flexing your ankles and feel like there's a wall behind you and stamp the sole of your foot on that wall. And a nice deep breath in. Exhale and slowly come back to center. Step that right foot forward, reach arms up. Now keep the right arm up, bend your left knee, reach behind with your left hand. See if you can find your foot. Draw your knee in towards your right knee, towards the midline, and we come into dancer's pose. And again, if you're shaky, just bring this right hand up to a wall and do your best. Bend your right knee and see if you can hinge at your hips and start to lift that back leg as you lift your heart and lift the corners of your mouth. Right? And be the dancer. Feel that freedom inside your body, inside your mind. Another breath in as that back foot lifts up. Feeling a nice arch through the spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, and then let's release. Let's bring hands to hips. Left foot to meet the right. Now we settle down on the left foot, and we're going to take a bend to the right knee. Actually, we're going to swap that up. We're going to keep our weight on the right foot, and we're going to bend the left knee. And we're going to come into your tree pose. So your foot can be below your knee. It can be above your knee. Just stay away from your knee. If you want to get a little fancy, you can cross your calf over your thigh. All right, I'm going to stay here for this pose. Sink the hips down. Let's bring our palms together at our heart center. Wherever you are, again, feel that freedom from within. So maybe you reach your arms up, like grow your branches tall. Right? Maybe there's a big windstorm that's coming, right? And shaking you up, right? And see how you can stand up strong against it. You can always interlace your fingers above your head, reaching your palms up. Take a breath in. Exhale. And then we bring our palms to center, releasing that left leg. Just lift up your feet, lift up your knees. And then we're going to take the arms out in front of us. You're going to bend your knees, sink your hips down. Lift your heels. We're just coming into a little toe balance here in a chair pose. See, maybe you can bring yourself all the way down to the earth. Slowly lifting yourself back on up. Bring your palms into your heart center, and then I want you to hop to the back of your mat like a little bird. And we'll release the arms down. And we start again in mountain pose. So maybe even just close your eyes for a moment, readjusting your attention, finding again that ease and smoothness in your breath. Finding the four corners of your feet, rooting them down. And then on inhale again, bend the knees, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, palms come into your heart center. Now we're going to shift the weight to our left foot. Draw your right knee in. And again, we come to our knee to chest pose. Now you can always deepen your practice here by opening up your knee. Right? Feel free. I'm going to stay right here. I'm really here just to guide you, to give you some structure. And then I want you to sort of turn inward and see what, what you're feeling, what's your body feeling like today? How can you deepen it? How can you soften? Oh, we forgot to rotate our ankle. I just love this. I know we're standing here for a long time, but see how well you can do. All right. Now interlace your fingers underneath your thigh. Give that right leg a nice kick. And then we'll step it forward. On an inhale, we'll reach the arms up. Now as you exhale, we'll take the left arm underneath right and wrap it around. This side may be different, right? Whatever it is, it is. Shift your weight forward. Take that left leg and cross it over your right thigh. Really wrap those thighs around one another, like the biggest hug you could give them as your elbows come away from your body and lift. Sink the hips down. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. See, you can touch down with your toes. Now, we're going to unwrap that left leg. We're going to hinge at the hip. Send that left leg behind you. And arms and heart, crown of the head, reach forward. You can flex that left ankle if you're stamping the wall behind you. Strong standing leg, but strong lifted left leg. Take a breath in. Exhale. And then we're going to release. We're going to step that left foot forward, reach the arms up. Keep your left arm lifted. And then we're going to bend the right knee and reach behind to hold on to that foot or your pant leg, or maybe you have a strap. Bring that right knee in, hinge at your hips. And we're coming into dancer's pose on the left side. Pushing that right foot into the right palm, lifting that back leg, that back foot. But really extending through your upper body. So your body's energy is moving in two directions. Steady here with your gaze. Really helpful with balance. Breath in, lifting. Exhale and re-lower. Let's bring that right foot down and let's windmill the arms around. Backwards. And forwards. And then we're going to come into our tree pose. So we're going to root down with the left foot. We're going to bend the right knee again. Or maybe you're here on the ball of your foot. Right, checking in with your balance. Otherwise, the sole of the foot goes below your knee or above your knee, or maybe you cross it over. This is a number 4 tree. Palms can start at your heart center. Sink your hips down. And then you decide what you'd like to do with your arms. Could be the same as what you did on the other side or something different. In this number 4, you could always bring your elbows a little bit closer to your knees, to your calf, to your ankle. Just breathe here. Doing the best you can. You already showed up for your practice. That's 80% of the work. Smile here as we take a breath in. Exhale. And then we're going to release right foot to meet the left. Reach the arms up. Bring them into your heart center. And we'll take a little toe balance here. So we'll reach the arms out. Feet are hip distance apart. Lift your heels. And then just slowly start to bend your knees. Right? With intention here, with grace. We bend the knees. We sink the hips down. Lifting your heels if you can. Palms can come into your heart center. And then slowly bring yourself back on up. And settle your heels down. Take a breath in here with me. Open your mouth to let it out. We'll take a slight tuck of our chin, bring your forehead down towards your fingertips, and we say namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. And if you enjoy this practice, please give me a thumbs up, share my practices with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and check me out, peaksandposes.com. I have some wonderful events coming up for the spring and the summer. And I will see you next week. Nancy Wind, health and lifestyle coach, founder of Peaks and Poses Trail Yoga and Outdoor Adventure. And as you know, facilitator of the Power Up coaching program. Have a beautiful day.